A question to Sayed Ahmed Al-Hasan on slaves in Islam. I've had a question and it sometimes leaves me speechless. When confronted by opposers of Islam, I don't know how to reply. We can see today that slavery is practiced by the followers of the ideology of Wahhabism and Salafism, and they are promoting this, and it eventually leads to the raping of innocent children, girls, and even mature women. When people confront us, they question us regarding the verse in the Quran that says, "And also prohibited to you are all married women except those your right hands possess. This is the decree of God upon you." Quran chapter 4 verse 24. While we explain that we do not promote slavery or rape, they use this verse against us, and we say to them this still does not show any kind of support or promotion of slavery and rape. But they insist that it does, and if disagreements happen, they ask us what it is then, and that's what we are incapable of answering. My question is, what is the meaning of this verse? Answer from Sayed Ahmed Al-Hasan. For every time, place, and social circumstance, there is a situation that suits it. When the Quran was revealed, slavery and its conditions were a social matter that was widespread throughout the world. What the Quran did was to put limits and laws in place that led to the removal and lifting of some of the oppression and to eliminate this issue with time. There wasn't anything more that would have been possible other than that. Working with what is possible is better than confrontation that fails to accomplish anything. I believe that if those who criticize the Quran and Islam had looked into modern-day history, they would have found that slavery in America and many other countries was not abolished until recent times, and the slaves had no rights. In those countries, they did not even receive the sympathy that pets received from their white American masters or from people in other countries who raised them. So will you blame and condemn Allah, Muhammad, Islam, and the Quran for organizing and providing for some of the slaves? Whereas he, Muhammad, came into a global society more than 1,000 years ago that was implementing a particular matter while considering it to be normal, such that it could not be abolished in any way, shape, or form? Even though this answer is enough, you should also know that whether a person studies anthropology, psychology, sociology, biology, and especially evolutionary biology, they all will be unable to understand the issue of slavery and its emergence in human society. The matter is deep-seated and requires research and studies that take into consideration all of these sciences. But unfortunately, what we have found are people who have no idea what evolutionary biology is and don't know that slavery and sexual exploitation are strategies from among the strategies of evolution. Any animal species that found the opportunity of utilizing one of these strategies did not want to miss out on it, and its genes would push it in that direction in order to exploit it. The practice of slavery in ant societies is one example. The cuckoo bird taking advantage of other birds to ensure that its chicks are raised while killing the other chicks is a clear example. The strategy of the male animal exploiting the female and making her bear the responsibility of raising the chicks, then escaping in order to perform sex with another female to spread its genes is another clear example. Slavery and sexual exploitation are evolutionary strategies. Therefore, the organization of this matter, as in trying to provide some rights to these victims and trying to liberate them through rulings of expiations, is something that is credited to the Quran. So it is not correct to isolate a part of the Quranic system of law in this situation and then say, look at how the Quran legislates slavery and sexual exploitation. This is incorrect. The only thing that the Quran did was to organize an issue that human society had to make peace with on the earth. And we believe that the organization by the Quran is one of the reasons that human consciousness has reached the level of renouncing slavery and sexual exploitation.